Greetings, critical viewers, and welcome back to King's Quest VI. We're about to get into some pretty cool parts of the game, some of my favorite parts. And the first thing that will entail is journeying to a new place.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Ooh, what's this over here?
Another island has appeared on the magic map. Alexander wonders if it has anything to do with the Oracle's reference to the Druids.
I don't know, but it's a different color. Let's go.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
So this is the Isle of the Mists
From
that
the
you heard.
northeast come the sounds of mysterious drums and chanting.
Oh gosh, Alexander, what are we gonna do? Let's go there. I said let's go there, Alexander. Go.
From the east come the sounds of mysterious drums and chanting.
Okay, we got a couple things we need to get here, but let's look around first.
Steps lead up to the treehouse's entrance. The steps are sheltered by a worn animal hide. As Alexander peers into the dark entryway, he can make out a well-bolted wooden door. Two paths end at a clearing here. A path to the south leads back to the beach, and a path to the east leads inland. Around the clearing is a village of treehouses. A horned animal skull is on display in the center of the village. Based on its central location, it may perhaps serve as ceremonial protection against danger. A wooden-handled scythe hangs against a bearskin on one of the treehouses.
Let's go get it, please.
Alexander takes the scythe.
Sweet. Got some loot. Okay, remember earlier when I said I thought we were maxed out on items? Clearly not.
The scythe has a long curved blade and a wooden handle.
Let's touch it.
The scythe feels heavy in Alexander's hands.
And yet he's able to transport it with all these other items easily and without any slowdown to his movements.
A communal fire pit occupies a place of honor in the center of the little village. The fire pit, naturally enough, contains coal. The coals are cold. That's odd, because Alexander definitely smells the smoke of an open fire close by.
Shit, that means that they're close.
From the east come the sounds of mysterious drums and chanting.
Thank you, narrator. So remember how the queens of Chessboardland said that they need a lump of coal?
Alexander reaches into the fire pit and takes a lump of coal.
Okay, so now that we've got that, let's get the heck out of Dodge. Don't worry, we'll come back here.
From the northeast come the sounds of mysterious drums and chanting.
Now, I really can't remember if you stay here too long, if they can capture
Alexander
you, but we're not going to take the chance. Now we're going to go to the Isle of the Beast.
Alexander.
Because we can finally move around in there. If you're wondering why it's called the Isle of the Beast, you'll find out soon enough. Okay. This a-hole. Alright, there we go. We got the shield, right?
Alexander decides to pass through the gate, preparing the shield just in case. The magic arrow completely shatters the shield. Good thing the arrow didn't hit Alexander.
Yeah, seriously. Hey, dick.
Sorry about that arrow, friend.
The stone archer looks resigned and does not reply.
Seriously, Alexander, you're way too polite. I would totally gloat right now.
With the gardener gone, Alexander can see that the garden plot is hardly more than a fresh patch of dirt.
Yeah, I wasn't actually working on anything.
Flowering rose hedges grow on either side of the path winding north.
Interesting.
Alexander walks forward to step onto the gazebo. But the rose hedges on either side of the path, sensing an intruder's presence, reach out their vines and blend together. The path is blocked.
Okay. We're going to save right here because I can't remember in what order I'm supposed to do things. There we go. Let's take a rose.
Alexander takes a magnificent white rose from the rose hedges.
Anyway, now let's get through these hedges with the scythe.
Alexander wields the scythe, determined to get past the magical rose hedges. The leaves fly as Alexander tries to cut the branches faster than they can grow back together. He sees light. He's through.
Who dares enter Beast's garden?
My name is Alexander. I didn't mean to disturb your private garden.
No. And yet, monsieur, you could hardly have accidentally broken through the 3 enchanted traps of the Isle of the Beast.
I suppose it is simply my nature to break through enchanted traps.
You must be a prince, then. I know the nature of princes all too well. This face you see before you is hideous, is it not?
Well, for the face of a beast, it is really quite noble.
Ha! I'm glad you like it, for you will soon own one just like it. I too was once a pretty prince, caring for nothing but adventuring and rescuing fair maidens. But I rankled one too many evil hags. One dark night, I was turned into this obscenity you see before you, warped in shape and trapped on this enchanted island over 100 years ago.
Surely there is a way off this island.
Oh, surely. You broke in, did you not? And yet think, where would I go clad so eloquently as I am with this silk and this pelt? You see, my prison is also my sanctuary. You are the first to break through the barriers in lo these many years. That is, except for the druids who stole my heirloom coat of arms.
If there's any way I can help.
Help? You? I'm afraid you don't understand. The enchanted barriers were a warning and protection for you more than for me. Your prize for forcing your way past them is to join me in this dire life. By the laws of this sorcery, you are doomed to be trapped in the form of a beast. Your reward for broaching this garden is to be my slave, a slave as beastly as I am. You have only a few hours of humanity left.
But that's not possible. There must be some way to break the enchantment. Spells always have a weakness somewhere.
The enchantment you are under is tied to my own. Oh, the sorceress left me a way out. But I'm afraid it was only her final bitter joke. You see, I need only find a maiden to join me here, to share my castle, my life, willingly. Take another look at me. You can't help but admire the hag's terrible cruelty and cunning.
I shall try to find such a maid, for Casima's sake.
Truly? How determined of you. I personally would not waste my last few hours as a man on an impossible errand. However, you may do as you please. I give you this token. It's my family ring, and the only heirloom I have left. If perchance you should... if you think you have found a maid...
I shall give her this ring.
Yes, she must accept it of her own free will. By doing so, she accepts me. Not that you shall find anyone, mind you. Your time is short. Count the minutes on your fingers while your fingers you have, pretty prince. Your master will await you.
Phew! So, we actually are on a timer right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get going. I'm gonna book it because I'm paranoid and I don't want to have to redo this part. As you may have been able to tell, the guy who does the voice for the Beast also does the voice of the Minotaur. And I believe Vizier Al-Hazred as well. So, anyway, you could probably hear it in his voice if you paid attention, but okay.
Alexander.
Let's go. We're going to go back to the Isle of the Crown because
Alexander.
the maiden that we seek, we've already met. Well, we haven't met her. We just sort of saw her from afar earlier. And if you think back, you may be able to remember exactly who I'm talking about. We haven't been over on her side of the island in a while. Now, I'm gonna save right here. Beast stuff continued. Because I want to say that Jollo's here. And we have to talk to him, but maybe not. Oh my god. There he is.
Jollo, my friend. Is the wedding still moving forward at the castle?
Prince Alex, egads, yes, that confounded wedding has a whole castle a-bustle. Look, I didn't come here to talk about that, though. I came to warn you.
Warn me? About what? Isn't the wedding bad enough?
No, listen. The Wazir knows that you're here, Alexander. He's posted extra guards, and he's telling them about a foreign saboteur. Who else could he mean but you? The Wazir's genie must have learned of your presence in the land, Prince Alex. I don't know how, but he must have.
I haven't exactly been discreet, I'm afraid.
Alexander, this is serious. Al-Hazred will never let you get close to Casima now. He stumbled the castle guard, probably to make sure you keep out. Gadzooks! Oh, it's too bad there isn't some way to convince Al-Hazred that you've left the islands or even died. If he thought you were out of the way, you might be able to get close enough to...
What an interesting thought. Tell me more about this genie.
The genie's name is Shamir Shamazel. Al-Hazred brought Shamir with him when he came to this kingdom. Shamir probably won't directly threaten you, but that doesn't mean he isn't dangerous. He can be a terrible trickster and an ingenious spy. It's too bad we can't get our hands on Shamir's lamp. If we had that lamp, Al-Hazred and all of our problems would be solved. Wouldn't that be a fine thing?
You would wish to be master of such a wicked creature?
Oh, Shamir isn't necessarily evil. Genies never are, you know. They only reflect their owner's heart, for good or ill. Al-Hazred is hardly a shining example for an impressionable genie.
So how do you propose we go about getting Shamir's lamp?
What? Oh, Prince Alex, I was only dreaming. I mean, the lamp is heavily guarded. It would be easier to steal Al-Hazred's own trousers while he's wearing them than it would be to get that lamp.
But surely a clown's hands are quick and agile.
Well, yes, they are, as a matter of fact. But then the theft would be detected almost immediately. And then... my poor neck.
If the theft were detected.
Oh, I see. Yes, well, there might be a slim chance. But only that. If you could find a replica of the genie's lamp, an exact replica, I might be able to make the swap. I alone might get close enough. But I couldn't tell you what to look for. I caught a glimpse of it only once. I would know it if I saw it again, but to say I cannot.
Well, I'll just have to see what I can do.
Good luck to you then, Prince Alex. I really must be going back to the castle. I don't think I'll be able to come back here. If we were spied on, well, it's too high a risk. I hope you understand. If I see Casima, I'll tell her I saw you. If you do ever make it to the castle, look me up. And do be careful, friend.
I will. Goodbye, Jollo. Thanks for all your help.
Yes, Jollo. Actually, I have to get going as well because I'm a ticking time bomb, except instead of a time bomb, I'm a potential beast. Yes, farewell, Jollo. Oh, God, I have to wait for you to walk off screen. Give me a break. Okay, let's go this way now. Ooh, look! Let's take a look at her.
Looking at the serving girl reminds Alexander of the years he spent as a slave under the evil wizard Mananan. He wishes there was some way he could help her. She looks very shy and nervous as she tends her roses.
That's a reference to King's Quest III, largely considered the worst in the series by many devout fans.
Good day, maid. My name is Alexander. How do you do?
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not allowed to talk to strangers.
Yeah? What about strangers with roses?
Pardon me, maid. I hope you don't think me forward, but I see that you like roses. I thought you might, perhaps, like a fresh white rose.
Alexander can see the conflict in the girl's pretty face as she fights between her distrust of him and her desire for the white rose. The rose wins.
This is borderline creepy.
Oh, I shouldn't, sir, but it is so lovely. I've never seen a rose of white. It looks so pale and delicate. Wherever did you find one of such a color?
There are many hedges of them on the Isle of the Beast, and they grow together like magic.
Oh, truly? What an adventure that must be to see them. But I should not speak so, especially to a stranger. Thank you for the rose, though, kind sir.
Ah, that's not enough. Thankfully, the beast gave us a trump card.
Beast's ring is made of pure, heavy gold and bears an insignia possibly related to Beast's princely past.
Let's use it.
Alexander has a thought about the serving girl. He decides to bring up the subject of Beast with her.
Let me tell you about the place where the white roses grow. The Isle of the Beast is an enchanted place. There's a path running through a deep forest. The path crosses 3 magic blockades, set to keep all visitors away. At the center lives a tremendous beast.
Really? Magic blockades? How exciting! What kind of a beast? Is it very terrifying and ferocious?
It is a beast that walks on 2 legs and dresses like a prince. It speaks with the voice of a man.
A beast that talks and wears clothes? How is that possible? Is the beast magic too?
Not magical. Enchanted. Beast was once a prince, but a witch trapped him in the form of a beast and set him on the island. There he lives in a castle in the midst of a maze.
How terrible! Imagine how lonely he must be.
It is a very lonely prospect, isn't it? Oh, I have met him, you see. He is indeed ferocious, but who would not be?
He really exists? Oh, how it breaks my heart. If I could, I would tend to such a beast. Such a beast might find comfort in a kind face. Do you not think it so?
Oh, I think it's so. I very much think it's so. You would not be afraid of him?
Afraid? Maybe at first. But how silly of me to speak so. The roses in this little yard are the only magic I will ever see.
I could take you there. In fact, I would owe you my life if you would go. If you truly wish to go.
You are serious? I could leave here? Oh, I have always dreamt of leaving. But to actually go... This is the only home I have ever known.
Home is a hard place to leave, even if you're unhappy there.
But I will go. If I can help him, I must go.
Gotta get rid of that nosebleed first. Sorry if I'm not talking much, there's just a lot of dialogue. I don't want to interrupt it. It would help if you could watch,
Is
if you
there
could walk
nothing you
faster.
wish to take with you?
There is nothing.
Then take this ring. It is his. He will be pleased if you would wear it.
Why, it's the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Thank you kindly, sir.
Beauty! Where do you think you're going?
To a place where roses grow, and to someone who truly needs me.
And just like that, we're here.
I see you wear my ring. You willingly agreed to spend your life here with me? Do you know what that means?
Yes, my lord, I do. I have been touched by your story.
Pity alone need not sentence you to endure this face.
Oh, but it is a gentle face, and kind.
You look at me so sweetly and are not repulsed. Oh, by the light of your eyes, my spirit soars. The enchantment! It is broken!
Ugh.
I am pleased to have served you, my lord. Do you still wish me to stay?
What? Speak not such nonsense, Beauty. Do you think that I learned nothing of true love during my time here? You are my queen.
Oh, my clothes! This gown!
How well it suits your noble heart.
Now, this is all very sappy and wonderful,
Alexander,
but
how can I ever repay you? I have nothing to offer except my gratitude. But please, take these old clothes. Perhaps you'll find someone in need during your travels.
You have already repaid me by your example of courage, Beauty. And by your friendship, I hope.
You will always have our friendship and loyalty, Prince Alexander. But from a fellow adventurer, take some advice. If you find your true love, protect her with your life. Fear all beasts without the redeeming humanity of love. And to aid you, accept my mirror. Now that my life is no longer hung in false shadows, I have no need for it. Give it to someone with nothing to fear from the truth it reveals.
Thank you. I wish you both well.
Come, Beauty. Let me take you home.
see you guys later. Live happily ever after. So it's pretty funny that there's a Beauty and the Beast reference. Hey Genie, I see you over there. You little shit. Get on out of here. Considering Robbie Benson was the Beast. I wonder if they did that on purpose or if they knew that or whatever. Okay, anyway, let's see. So, yeah, reaching critical mass on the items. Let's look around, because we didn't get the chance to do that earlier.
Beast's castle has a different, more welcoming air as the bridal home of Beauty and her prince.
Look at this hedge maze.
The hedge continues back towards the castle and forms what appears to be a maze.
I was always disappointed you couldn't go into it and check it out.
The gate has been firmly shut and latched. It looks like the prince and his beauty need some time alone.
Duh. Let's get it on.
A fountain in the middle of the clearing bubbles with fresh, glittering water.
Alright, so this may seem strange, but we're about to cast our first spell. First I'm going to save to make sure I don't screw it up. I don't know why I'm so nervous about it. Okay, let's take this. Here's the vial of sacred water.
The small vial contains the oracle's sacred water. The water has a crystalline appearance.
Now let's check out the spell book, make sure we're doing this correctly. We're gonna cast the Make Rain spell. A few drops salt water, we've already got that. Mix it, add falling water, speak incantation, heat to boiling to activate. Yep, we've got it. Alright, let's mix this.
Alexander pours the contents of the oracle's vial into the hunter's lamp with the baby's tears. The vial, now empty of its sacred fluid, disintegrates.
Well, that's convenient. Now we need some falling water.
Alexander fills the hunter's lamp to the brim with the fountain water.
So we have a fully, I don't know, fully full? lamp. Let's take another white rose while we're here.
Alexander takes a magnificent white rose from the rose hedges.
Because we actually need to give 2 people a rose. Seems a bit odd, but hey, that's Sierra. Okay, come on, Alexander. Make up your mind about where you're going. Alright, let's get to the beach. Please. Thank you. Alright, time to cast a spell or something. I think we have to do it now. Alright, let's do it. Let's ask questions later. Go!
Alexander prepares to enchant the hunter's lamp with the Make Rain spell incantation.
Clouds of thunder, shafts of light, come and sup with me tonight. Waters 3 have I for tea, brew a tempest now for me.
You look silly. You doing it right, dude?
The lamp in Alexander's hand gives a little perk. He hopes the spell works despite his makeshift teapot.
Okay. And now, time to go put our life in danger.
Alexander
Can't think of anything more fun. Hey, Owl the Mists.
Alexander feels
Let's see what those druids are up to. We didn't see them last time.